Simon Ekpa don finally move to stop election in Imo State. As we dey talk now, Governor Uzodinma don import more than 50,000 personals to Imo State, to all communities, in order way to stop Simon Ekpa. No be small thing, no, things are happening. Before we move on, let us find out wetin happen. Yeah, my wonderful people, welcome back to Balabas Gist. If today na the first time we dey come across this wonderful channel, you are highly welcome. No be small thing, no. As e dey red now, we come know say things dey go on for Imo State. As PM wey be Simon Ekpa, the Biafra Republic government in SI, don come outside come talk say finally election no go hold for Imo State, and they are high alert to make sure say this election no hold. So the things wey im talk, we go bring am up here, make you listen and may you hear am by your own self, know wetin talk for this video. So may you try to watch the video from beginning to end so that you understand everything wey happen for the video.
I want to inform you all that as we step into the next level of the delegitimization of the Nigerian government within Biafra land, a lot is going to take place. Our aim, objective, and target is to make sure that the enablers of this evil government within Biafra territory will be evicted. In the coming days, there is something that is going to happen in Imo State. We were told that the Nigeria terrorist state is about to conduct election in Imo State. And I want to make it very clear on this day that Biafra people will never allow Nigeria anymore to validate any government within Biafra land. Biafra people are not going to allow Nigeria to conduct the election in Imo State. But I have a message for the people of Biafra. The result of this coming election in Imo State has been written by Uzodinma, and he has paid INEC, and INEC has a copy of that result. So it does not matter whether there is an election or whether there is an election. Uzodinma is already there. He has the result written. But what we want to prove to the world is that there will be no election in Imo State, and they are still going to call Uzodinma as the winner. And even if election takes place in Imo State, they are still going to call Uzodinma as the winner. So for that reason, we want to prove to the world that first, we will never validate the evil entity called Nigeria, the fraudulent entity called Nigeria. There is no election taking place in Nigeria. We have seen it in the general election. We have seen it in the other election this year. And just the general election, presidential election, the court ruled who become the president. It is not by your vote. It is not by a democratic process. There is nothing like democratic process in Nigeria. So for that reason, apart from other things that we have come to see, evidently, the election will be, we are going to make sure that election don't take place in Biafra, starting from Imo State. And that is part of the delegitimization of the Nigerian government within Biafra land. We are only asking for a true democratic process that will lead us to a new nation. A nation where the vote of the people will be counted. A nation where we are going to practice a true democracy. A nation where people will come out to vote and their vote will be counted. So we don't want a nation where somebody will be somewhere and have written results since last year and have a copy of that result, and the copy of the result is with the INEC, and then they are coming to deceive the public, and people will go out, and at the end of the day, they're going to call his name. And I want Biafrans to understand that you don't forget how Uzodinma became the governor of Imo State. It was by court. They control the court. They pay the judges. In the coming judgment of the 5th of December, I came publicly to announce that we have knowledge and intel that the judges have collected 1.2 billion naira each in order to shift the date of the judgment between Uzodinma and Ihedioha to the 5th of December, so that by then they have done their selection in November 11. I made that particular exposition on our official Twitter handle, and yesterday the news was public. So what I'm telling you now is that there is nothing going on in Nigeria that we do not know. Every Biafran anywhere in Nigeria is a true Biafran, and they don't want Nigeria, but many of them are scared of getting killed. So, I want every Biafran to listen and listen attentively how the delegitimization of Nigeria is going to start from Imo State. We are going to make following announcement to make sure that the Biafra Republic government in exile, collaborating with the de facto government, Biafra de facto government in the homeland, will make sure that we do not validate evil entity called Nigeria again. It starts from Imo State, and every one of you in Imo State have a very important role to play. Your role you have to play is when this order is given, you listen to it and obey it. Because we do not want to validate Nigeria anymore within Biafra territory, and we have legally constituted the de facto government in the homeland controlling the territory, and that is exactly what the international law says, and we are exercising that right in full margin. From the 9th of November 2023, Imo State will be under curfew from 6 to 6. Lockdown. On the 9th of November, Biafrans in Imo State will lock down curfew 6 to 6. On the 10th of November, Biafra land in Imo State will be under lock and key. The Okigwe State will be locked down. The Owerri State will be locked down. The Olu State will be locked down 6 to 6. On the 11th of November, being the day that they claim that their shambolic selection is going to take place, Biafra people will lock down entire Biafra territory. And every road leading to Imo State will be shut down by Biafra people. Biafra people will close down every federal road leading to anywhere in Imo State. And those of you who have come to Biafra to kill and you are lodging yourself in different hotels, I want everybody to listen to this particular announcement very clear. We are not going to allow you to be an enabler in our land, to be facilitating the killings and genocide happening in Biafra land. We have come to understand that many media houses, many offices, many companies are facilitating the genocide happening in Imo State. So if you use your company to advertise any politician, if you use your company to advertise any Nigerian politician, it means you are validating this genocide happening in Imo State. If you use your media house to advertise Uzodinma, advertise any other person running under Nigeria election in Imo State, we will see you as the enemy of Biafra and the enabler of the killings going on in Imo State and enabler of the genocide. And you will be treated, your company, your businesses will be treated as the business of the enemies within our land. So this evening, we are giving directive that every advertisement in any media houses within Biafra land of any political office, running person or anything under Nigeria government, this evening is banned from Biafra land until further notice. From Imo election, we do not want anybody to advertise any Nigerian politician under Biafra land, in Biafra land, and your company is in Biafra land. You can go to Abuja and advertise anybody you want to advertise in Abuja. It is not our business. You can go to Lagos and advertise, carry your company, move them to Lagos. You can advertise anybody you want to advertise from Lagos. We don't care. But you see in Imo State, you see in Biafra land, that is no longer, acceptable from tonight. So there is going to be lockdown on the 9th, lockdown on the 10th, lockdown on the 11th, and lockdown on the 12th of November to make sure that we effectively delegitimize Nigeria election within Biafra land. It is not even called election, it is fraudulent selection. So we are going to make sure we put every resources to delegitimize the Nigeria from conducting their fraudulent selection in Imo State. Imo State is Biafra, and Imo State has 3 states of Biafra. I want this particular announcement to be shared in all your platforms, all your media platforms, all the media houses in Biafra land must make sure that this message penetrates. And like you know, when they finally declare Uzodinma a winner, we already know how we deal with him, because it doesn't matter, and we want the world to see what Nigeria does with their so-called democracy. There is no democracy. We are fighting to bring a true democracy to Biafra land. Again, for those of you who are wondering, why do we want to do self-referendum when we have arms, when we are in armed struggle, when we have army, when we have resistance fighters? The question and the answer is very simple. You cannot be fighting for referendum and leave yourself in a very porous way to be killed and butchered by the Nigeria state-sponsored terrorism, jihad. We don't want to do that. So what we did is that we decided to adopt a holistic approach in liberating the Biafra people. So we are going to arm ourselves for self-defense. We are going to use the diplomatic approach and then also a democratic approach, which is the self-referendum. So as we are organizing and getting ready for our self-referendum, the arms wing of the Biafra Liberation Forces will be ready and busy protecting our women and our children while this process goes on. That's why some of you do not know anything. So you just listen and follow those who knows what they are doing in Biafra Liberation to lead you to freedom. So we cannot just be fighting through a democratic process while they are burning and killing us every day. So now we have adopted this approach, making sure that Biafra Liberation Army is armed to the teeth, making sure that the Biafra Resistance Fighters is armed to the teeth, making sure that every armed forces or armed carrying group under Biafra Republic Government in Israel is armed to the teeth for self-defense of our land, self-defense of our women and children, while the democratic process goes on. And I believe those with that concern, it has been addressed today.
Yeah, my wonderful people, welcome back. As you don't watch that video and hear everything we talk for this video, I beg for those of you that wait there for where they watch us or wait for Imo State where they watch us, I beg, may you let us know your own contribution and other Biafras all over the world. Let us, they say, as we they talk right now for different communities, especially Okigwe side, they say the military are all over the place. We are getting a report that the military is taking over all communities in Imo State, all local government areas, because of what is going on right now. So the question our people is asking is that how will this end and how it will go? So we are watching, and we are still here to bring you update of everything where they happen for that area. So if you know say you never follow this page or you never subscribe to our channel, if you are watching from YouTube, make sure, or if you know say you know they follow us for TikTok, we did there, or Twitter, space as well, we did there. So make try they follow us for all our social media handles, so that anytime we will bring up information, you'll be the first person to get that. Remember, now legit information I would carry for this platform. When they talk nonsense, I would bring video up to prove say the person talk this thing. So now so it be, may try to subscribe to this channel and share this video. Anytime you see our video, most important thing, try to share it, because the more you share it, the more people is getting the information, and the more people is coming across the video. So we'll go see you for the next update. Stay tuned.